Om Takiasan, Namaste, Sarve Mere Christada. So, Osio, Osio, all my relatives. Ahowan ICrow here, also known as Freebird. A little bit of sweetgrass here. Oh, yes. We've got the beautiful rains going on here in the Quechan lands of Yuma, Arizona. Here's some sweetgrass for you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And for our oracle deck, hey. Thank you, thank you. Here with our animal astrology for the week and the All Our Relations oracle. Eternal Child oracle card pulling for this week of, March 8th through till Sunday, something like that. And I do apologize for being about 24 hours tardy. I'm gonna set her right here. However, it is what it is, and I definitely appreciate the fluid discipline. Yeah, and I don't claim to be an astrologer, and I don't claim to be a tarot reader or an oracle reader or anything like that. This, for me, is something that is fun. I am enjoying delving into the world, and I feel the call to share it. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, animal astrology. Now, as you can tell, and as I have shared in the past weeks, I don't do any type of a setup. I am a spontaneous, in the moment, I delve right in there with you. And with the animal energies, I feel the world in an animalistic kind of way. And so that includes the planetary energies as they're coming in. And I am not going to tell you what each planet or animal really, there's some basic characteristics around the animals and their energies. There's some basic characteristics around the planets and their energies. For me, I can feel them in that way. However, for each one of us, it's going to be different, because we are each a unique animal, human animal ourselves. We are our own antennas. We have our own filters with our antennas and our brains and our energies, and they're going to play out a little bit differently for each one of us. And so when I say dove, what does dove mean for you? What do you feel when you think of a dove? And that, dove heart, that Venus-y dove heart energy, it's going to mean something for you. When you hear a raven, that shapeshifter, that trickster that moves between the two worlds, that little magical, now many of us have been taught to be fearful of ravens and crows, but go beyond that fear and into the animal's energy and what it means for you, and see what comes forward for you. A wolf, many times we hear, that's Mars, a wolf, that's that war energy, that warrior energy. Well, what kind of a warrior are you? Are you, are you feeding the destructive war type wolf? Maybe that's your calling. Or are you feeding the peaceful warrior standing up for something, is that your warrior energy? You know, which wolf are you? Or are you one in between and can go back and forth between, like a raven can go between the two worlds? So what does an elephant mean for you? Elephant for me is Jupiter. I guess we're not going into the reading yet. So, but Jupiter is, you know, for me, is like that elephant. What does an elephant represent for you? For me, an elephant is the obstacle remover. It's really steady and strong on its feet and gracefully, you know, they're very matriarchal and very caring, and they never forget things. So, but what does elephant mean for you? That's the Jupiter energy that's going to be coming forward for you. Or maybe you're investigating new lands, you know, an elephant can go off and investigate new lands maybe. This I'm not going to pretend to know. So, but I do know that the characteristics of these, you know, like, let's say Saturn is the bison, and it has those rings around it and is full of that ancient energy and staying focused on that right prayer for what is the right action to bring abundance, or the right prayer that will bring that abundant action or bring that abundance. So you kind of see where I'm flowing with this now. Oh, we can't go too far without mentioning Earth. Well, Earth is represented by the human animal and what we choose to create with our Garden of Eden and the gifts that we have been given and the stewardship that we have been given in the lands and the animals and our communities. And then we have our moon. Well, for me, the moon is definitely the orca or the dolphin. Choose your fancy. Or it could even be whale. It's one of the big creatures, and whale or orca, I definitely liken to. And the reason being is, you know, the whale is considered like the elephant in the water, and the orca is kind of, well, sometimes considered a whale and sometimes considered a dolphin. Technically, it's a dolphin. And it has that power of the breath to navigate those waters. And that is the gift of our breath in navigating our emotions. Using the power of the breath to really center in and to connect in. And water being that navigating our emotional body. And using it to, you know, in a way that furthers our heart's calling, whatever your heart calling may be. So, and our orca goes out into the ocean and comes back on in. Now, okay, so we've gone through many of the planets. Pluto for me is likened to a vulture, and it can be a condor, or it can be a black vulture, or it can even be the red-headed or the buzzard vulture. And they each one have their special kind of gifts around, but it's definitely vulture. And vulture is being that transformative, taking something that is no longer needed and transforming it into something and giving it wings, into transforming it into something new, reclaiming, regenerating, reigniting, taking another re-examining, that's the word I was looking for, re-examining, taking another look at things and going, how can we do something maybe a little bit differently? And then we have our sun. And the sun is very representative. There's many different ways of looking at it. But in astrology-wise, for me, the sun represents our ego. And our ego can be represented by the lion. And the lion is our passion, our egos. And are we using, how are we navigating the lions inside of us? Are we, how is our leadership working? How is our gifts working? We're all leaders in something. That it really is our heart calling, our gift to the world. And so our lion squares off, opposes, buddies up, shoots out salt flames, and plasma and energy in different directions, right? Okay, so, and how are we focusing that? And it connects with all of the different animals. Yes, all the different parts of ourselves, all the different aspects of ourselves. And so maybe as you're connecting in with the planetary energies, it's something different for each one of us. This is my interpretation. Okay, so what I've kind of begun navigating is going into a little meditation and kind of connecting with the planets or the animals and animalistic energies and going, what's going to be the key thing to really that's going to be taking place this week? And I have already gone in a little bit so I could kind of touch base with it and yet not really totally get lost into the Garden of Eden, which I love to do and kind of, play with the energies, so to speak. Anyway, what I do know is our orca has gone back out and is making its rounds around all of our different zodiacs. And the wolf and the dove, well, they've been traveling for a little while, and I believe they left off with going to visit the vulture, or was it the elephant last week? I don't remember, but they are definitely going to go in, and the wolf and the dove together, they're traveling together right now. They're going to go see the vulture, and being that wolf, going, okay, what needs to, this is really what is the love is, and it's calling my heart, and so let's go visit with the vulture and see what needs to be let go of so that we can have this happen, make this a reality. How can we really feel this? And our elephant, which is our Jupiter, is coming out of the forest. So Jupiter is stepping out. It's been kind of hidden in the woods for a while, and now it's going to come to the water's edge and show itself and say, hey, here I am. What do you need me for? What can I get started for you? What kind of a community? What kind of obstacles are in your way? Let's, we've been taking a look at all of this kind of stuff from the past, and well, we're done with that now. We've cleared all that out of the way. Whoosh. What are we getting ready to move into? And how can I be of service here? And then, so the wolf comes and goes, hey, Mr. Elephant, let's go do this together. That's our wolf, our leadership, our gift. Let's go do this together. And so this is when our lion comes to meet up with the wolf and say, okay, well, let's see how we can do this with the dove with them, with that beautiful self-care, that beautiful love, and the community, etc. And then our raven comes flying to catch up with them and, kind of navigate between those worlds, that as above, so below, and that, so with the raven catching up to the wolf and the rest of them, the dove is going to go flying off to visit with the bison at the very end of the week. So, gonna be interesting. Gonna be very, very interesting. So, with all of that, I know it's not what I normally have been doing. However, there you have it. I mean, we can go in if you would like, so you can really kind of connect in with those energies and feel it. And then at the same time we are doing that, there's kind of a theme of the week. In our All Our Relations Fire Circle, we gather in a Zoom room every single morning at, well, it's 6 a.m. I'm here in Arizona. That's kind of Phoenix time. I believe we are considered on Mountain Time. I don't know what it is for the rest of the world. Let me see here. It's 6 a.m. Phoenix time. We just had this time change, and Arizona doesn't do the time change. So all I know is it's 6 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona time. We meet up and we do share it live on Facebook. The hour that we come together for our ceremony, we call in the elements and the directions, and we do a little heart resonance. There's many of us from all over the place, and we have a theme that correlates with the gene keys, the Mayan calendar. The Synchronicity Bus Express is just amazing for us. And over this period of time, last year, we did some drawings, and these drawings of the energies every day, these drawings became an oracle deck. It's a special, unique oracle deck, and it took place during that beautiful time where we had all these planets going retrograde, especially Pluto, and the year of the snake, going through all these different things that, kind of like re-examining things, letting things go, and it correlating with the gene keys and the astrology and the synchronicity, like I said, is just beautiful. So we created this very unique deck and all of the themes that we went through. And so each card has a number on it. I'm gonna just pick up one of the cards. This is the card from last week. Each card has a number on it, and it corresponds with the theme, and you look up the theme, and then there's this opportunity to bring out your inner child, your eternal child, and kind of take a look at the drawing and see what it stirs up inside of you, what kind of thoughts or knowledge or images or feelings or vibrations. And it's gives a way to, especially when you connect it with the theme, it's like, and then you add in the planetary alignment energies and the animal energies. When we are aware of the wave that we are riding, it makes navigating the wave and adjusting our oars and adjusting our energies a little bit so much easier, so that we don't get cast off of the wave. We stay grounded here on earth, we stay rooted, we stay on the wave, but yet we don't get knocked off of the wave. Or if we do get knocked off, we have the ability to get back on versus sinking and just getting thrown about and kind of the what the fudge energies, right? That's the thinking, that is the navigation. So what I would like to do, and what I'm feeling called, is shuffling the deck. It's a very large deck, and you do the shuffling of the deck in parts, in sections, just a few cards at a time. I'm sitting on a beautiful blue ball, one of those yoga balls. It makes me feel like I'm still on my iron pony. It keeps my core nice and strong. Balance. And there's one section. We'll get the next little section. So, this week is a little bit different. But again, I don't follow a script. I'm not doing this for anything in particular. I just thoroughly enjoy having fun with myself, so to speak. And if you enjoy, you see the benefit, great. If this is not for you, hey, scroll on. Hakuna Matata. Blessings on your way, and have a very enjoyable life. And may it be filled with peace, dignity, and freedom. So that's what we're all really after. It's all about love. But love shows up in many different forms and formats. And I like the peaceful, dignified, freeing type of love. So, here we go. And close my eyes. Do a little swish, swish, swish. See if one comes flying out. And one just flew out. So we'll put the rest of the deck away and see. Our morning fire, our theme this week is radical acceptance. Well, you know what? I did it again. Let's find the theme cards. I shuffled them right into the deck. So we want to find, nope. Ganapataye namaha. I crack myself up sometimes. Okay. Just say, can't laugh at yourself. Start practicing. I do. I crack myself up. Okay, you gotta be in here somewhere now. And remember to keep them aside. Oop, 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 I see them. 1, 2. Oop, and there's the instruction card. Yay! Okay, so we have card number 180. So card number 180. Ganapataye namaha. I'll show it to you while I look up the theme. 180. Harmonizing energies and frequencies, our highest and best good. Harmonizing energies and frequencies, our highest and best good. Harmonizing energies and frequencies, our highest and best good. Well, now, we go, yeah, let's, let me find something. You can either gaze at the card or feel free to close your eyes. I just find the beautiful synchronicity with the elephants coming out going, hey, how can I be of service? Keeping this grounded and clearing the way ahead of us after clearing behind us in the forest, you know. I was taking a look at all of that. Now coming out and going, hey, and the wolf, that, you know, that leadership, you know, which wolf are you bringing forward? That self-care and that love, you know, you got that dove flying with the wolf. Our egos, our lion meeting up with our wolf, and the dove, and the raven. Oh, yes. Going, hey, how can we harmonize our energies and our frequencies for our highest and best good? Bringing them all together. And with the fire horse energy, oh, and us coming through the dust cloud of AI Atlas, oh, soaking up those energies here on Earth. Wow. And then as I gaze into this, it's like bringing all those petals. You've got that lotus, the clover, it's like 2 4-leaf clovers, whoosh, opening up, and the seeds and the fire. You've got the red, the fire. You've got the tears of, oh yes, I remember the tears of joy and the tears of the grief and the sadness watering. And we're drumming over here, flying wingtip to wingtip together. It's like all that harmonizing together. Yes, there may be destruction, and we can feel sad about it, but out of that comes something so beautiful. What are we focusing on? Harmonizing those energies. Hey, hey. It's gonna be a beautiful week. Wow. And remember to breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathing it in, staying focused on that breath, focused on that balance. Hey, hey. So I'm going to close this up. Put that back. There we go. And enjoy your week. May it be filled with peace. May it be filled with dignity. And may you feel free to be you through all of these energies. And remember to take care of yourself first. You know, we can't give what we haven't given ourselves. So take care of yourself. Stay grounded. Stay focused. Stay rooted. And allow the elephant to lead your way. Clear the obstacles for you, for what you really want. Don't try to make it happen. Allow it to happen in its perfect time and in its perfect way, as elephant has come out of the woods now. So, hey, loving y'all.